Gonna catch a few fishes. Let's get rigged up and get out there. If you're watched, drop a comment. Let me know who you are, where you're from. We're at the RV park. It's Thanksgiving Day, about 5 p.m. First chilly front. Let's fish in the two little ponds they have here, and maybe go over in the woods over there and see if there's a creek, which somebody told me there was. Man, it's like a deadfall from Stephen King book. So there's a pond behind us and a pond in front of us. So let's go. Whoop. Here it is. How about that? How about that? All right. This little pond should have something in it. So let's find out. Might be completely unwatchable. I don't know. Got a little micro crankbait. And our micro setup. I see activity. Like little bait fish and stuff. Well, let's find out what happens. This little micro cranky wank. Can't really cast it that far. There, we'll let the wind give us a boost. I'll be able to cast that at least 2 feet further. Who's watching? I know there's some people watching. Let me know who you are, where you're from. We're in Central Texas. It's Thanksgiving Day, obviously, because we're live. We're fishing the RV park pond where we're staying for Thanksgiving. So let me know what's up. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? We're using a micro crank and a micro setup, pound line. And I know there's nothing else. There's tiny perch and bluegills in this thing. So we just started. Caught anything yet. As I said, micro fishing. Oh, here we go. What's up, Dr. 3 a.m., Meow Woo, and Samantha? Happy Thanksgiving to all. Thank you for tuning in. We just started fishing. Haven't got a bite yet or caught anything. We got 2 of these little ponds to fish. I see a turtle. Turtle. But yeah, let's just get out there and have some fun. I got my micro crank. It doesn't weigh much, so I'm not able to cast it as far as I want. We got other stuff. We got Berkeley Gulps. Other stuff to fish. If y'all like what you're seeing, like, subscribe, follow. You know what to do. Let's see what we got here. I have rooster tails. I have Berkeley Gulps. I have lots of other stuff we can throw. It's a little chilly outside. It's in the 50s, which is great. A little overcast. Here in Texas, it's about 5 p.m. Just finished eating dinner. Watched the first football game. Oh, there's some minnows jumping. And yeah, let's move over here. How about that? There's a pond down there we're going to fish in a minute. I got my GoPro set up in case I catch a monster. What's up, Gorilla Kid? You farted? Well, you must have had a good Thanksgiving dinner. If you're farting already, bro. Let's get down a little closer. We're right at the beginning of a first cold front of the year. And I might scoot over and fish, because I believe the water's deeper over there. Worst case, I can tie on a Gulp, minnow, jig head, probably catch a few. This crankbait might not be the way to go. Let's find out. Mew woo. Yeah, I cheer to catch me a fish too. Thank you. Thank you. I might put on a heavier lure. This one's pretty darn light. I'm not able, even with the wind behind me, I can't really cast it very far. It catches fish. See, we're using this tiny crankbait on the micro. Let's walk around over there and see if we can figure something out there. Get the GoPro. Don't leave. We're gonna catch fish. Don't you dare leave. Don't you people dare leave. It's a cool little man. I lost it there for a second. Fell in a hole. I might be able to get to the very edge of that waterfall with this lure. Maybe. 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 Oh, we did. We hooked a fish. What is it? It's a bass. It's a little bass. We hooked a fish, people. It's a little bass on the micro. Let's get you over here, bro. About what I expected to be in this pond, a little bass. Awesome. Whoever stuck in and watching, you got to see the fish. All right, bro. Beautiful little bass. He's really pretty. That's a pretty little bass. There we go. No, he's not big. Yeah, I would love for them to get bigger. We're gonna put him back so we can get bigger. So let's talk to the GoPro here. So we caught a little bass out of the little pond. This is fun. Let's let him go. Let's yeet him back. Sweet. Who wants to see another catch? Well, coincidentally, so do I. Coincidentally. So do I. I might end up getting a cold after this. I don't know. Well, that was fun. First fish. I love micro fishing. Love it. If I could fish one way the rest of my life, and only one way, it would be like this. Micro fishing. That one didn't go far at all. I'm taking this backpack off. I think it's impeding my casting. Well, I want to see it too. Uh-oh, we have a little tangle in our line. Let's see if we can resolve that. I think I'm gonna have to switch to a heavier lure. This lure is just not heavy enough to make a good cast. Probably need to change the line on this too. This 4-pound line's been on here a while. Oh, that was a good cast. It was way over there. Almost made it to the waterfall. Whoever's sticking with me, let me know how you think, what you think. Where are you from? Drop a comment. Tell me where you're from. What did you do on Thanksgiving? The usual turkey and dressing and football and chilling? Or did you do something else? What'd you do? Let me know. Yeah, we're going to switch. Oh, no, we're not. Maybe not. There was a bite. Is he on? Is he on? He's off. Oh, right when I said the word switch, got a bite. I think the only problem is I can't cast this thing very far. I think that's the only real... There's a bite. There's another. Okay, there was a couple of fish right there in that little spot in front of me. All right. And there's a stick up over there. Let's cast over by that. I think the water's a little deeper on this end. Maybe. So we got 2 bites and 2 casts. We didn't land the fish. That was a good cast. Right over by a stick up. We've caught 1 fish. We've gotten several bites. How's the fishing? Fishing in flies? We've been fishing for about 10 minutes, maybe less. We're using the micro setup. A tiny, tiny crankbait I got on either Temu or Sheen. I mean, tiny. I'll show it to you in a second. And we've caught 1 6-inch bass, but that's about all it's going to be in these tiny ponds. We're at the RV park pond we're staying at for Thanksgiving with our family. So I know there's bluegill in here because I've caught them. I think I'm gonna have to switch to something a little heavier. Maybe a gulp, minnow on a little jig head and a bobber, maybe. That's very effective too. If I don't catch a fish in the next 5 or 10 casts, then we are gonna switch. Faux show. I think this little pond has deeper water on this end. Where you from, fishing in flies? Thank you, Miwoo. Where are you from? Drop a comment. Let me know where you're from. I'm very interested in who's watching, where you're from. Do you fish? How do you fish? What do you fish for? I mean, after this, I'm going to go get in the hot tub, but while I got an hour of daylight, I'm going to fish. All right, we're done. We're going to go and we're going to, don't go away. We're going to retie and put on a Berkeley Gulp minnow. But there right now, isn't it? What's the temperature? We're in the mid 50s in Central Texas. Perfect time of year to fish. Perfect time of year. The water temps are still in possibly the low 70s, maybe the upper 60s. Now you have to, oh, that's my GoPro stuff. You have to understand our water temps don't get below mid 50s, at least in Central Texas, like at all. So we're gonna switch it up here. It'll only take me about 1 minute to do this. I like to rig a slip bobber on my line. Maybe give it about a foot or two because this pond is shallow. And the specific reason I use a slip bobber is I can adjust the length of the leader to whatever I want it to be, from 1 inch to 5 feet deep. And that usually will do pretty well. Let me see. Let's see if I have smaller jig heads than that. I might. Let's get rigged up here and get back over there. No. Yes. A 1/32 ounce, 32nd ounce with a tiny hook. We're gonna rig that. Put some kind of soft plastic on the end. Probably a Gulp minnow. We'll see what I got. Let's get it rigged first. Don't go away. We'll be fishing in 30 seconds. At least that's the plan. I should be able to cast farther with this setup too. What's your PB trout? fishing in flies. And if you have a channel, I will check you out for sure after I get back from this. I've only caught stocked rainbow trout. I know that's lame, but that's what we have here in Texas. And I've never gone out specifically fishing for trout in the wild, but I have I've caught stocked rainbow trout, and in March I'm going to Malaysia. And according to my buddy, there's a specific species of trout that are wild that we're going to be fishing for. So, do I have a tiny gulp minnow? I should. That wind feels great. Oh, here we go. Little gulp minnows. Too little. Too little. Too little. Do little. All right. Do I have some slightly larger gulp minnows? I told you I'd be fishing in a minute. I guess I lied to you. I'll use a piece of one of these, maybe. Here we go. We got our gulp minnow. Highly effective bait. They don't last that long. I just tear a little piece off of a 2 or 3 inch one because they just work. I mean, they're expensive, but they work. So, and they work for all species of fish. If you follow my channel, you know I fish with these and I love them. So, thread this booger on the hook. Like that. Fishing under the bobber. Right now the bobber depth is set to about 2 foot. Let's get this in the water. Pack all this crap back up. And start fishing. The water's mid-December. 15 degrees? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't even, my PB trout about 10 pounds. What'd you catch in Oregon? I have caught a 217-pound blue marlin in Hawaii, which was an amazing catch. But that's my PB. Excuse me, old man. All right, here we go. Casting again. 6 people have held out. I appreciate you. So you can probably see the setup in front of me. I have the bobber, and about 2 feet below, the slip bobber, 32nd ounce crappie jig head. Actually, that's probably too shallow deep. I'm gonna go down to about 18 inches. And maybe less than 18 inches, but I don't care. Oh yeah, I can cast a little bit farther. 2 ways that I fish this setup. I dead stick it and just let the gulp kind of float around, and I'll give it little twitches and just watch the bobber. You may be able to see the bobber straight out. It's bright orange. And you can also do a slow, steady retrieve. I also have rooster tails and some other things we can throw in case this doesn't work. So we've probably been out here 15 minutes now. We've caught 1 fish, got 3 bites so far total. Chinook salmon, nice. You fish for those with lures or bait. Oh, we're getting a bite right there in front of me. You may not be able to see the bobber right in front. That was a little bite. This is like the dummy rig for me. If you can't catch fish if I can't catch a fish using this, then it's one of those things where you might want to go up fishing. All right. Oh, I'm stuck on a tree limb. Okay, it came loose. I was stuck on a tree limb for a second there. It feels weird, like maybe something's stuck on the hook. Nope, maybe not. The bobber just popped. Something's getting after it. Something's trying. You may not be able to see it, but it's right off the tip of my rod, right off, bright orange. We need to start catching fish, or you guys are gonna start leaving. Man, what am I doing? Oh, I know what's wrong. Okay. The only problem with a slip bobber sometimes is it slips. You got to push the plastic pin peg down inside the foam a little better. Nice long cast. The bobber, you may not be able to see it. It's just off to the right of that stick up out there. We're getting a bite. I don't know how I didn't hook that fish. There it goes again. 1, 2, 3. And oh no, took it away from him again. He might be tiny. Got 2 little bites. That's positive. Positive. Got to think positive. Chinook salmon. 2 years ago. Nice. Are you going to go fishing this winter? I guess it gets really cold and freezes in Wisconsin. I don't know. Wyoming. Sorry, Wyoming. I have a friend from Wisconsin, so that's why I said Wisconsin. So, all right, we got to pick this up, guys. You're all going to get bored and leave. I know we'll catch some fish, so stick with me. Stick with me. There we go. All right, now we're going. There we go. The bobber's being weird. The bobber's being weird. And we're on. Are we on? Dang it. I guess these fish are so small, but that's okay. I've got a tiny hook. We'll catch a few. All right, we're gonna dial this in. We're gonna dial this in. Oh my, did y'all see that? We are hooked up to something decent. Look at the drag. We're hooked up to something decent, guys. Decent. Look at the bend in the rod. Might be hard to see. Look at the bend in the rod. We are hooked up to something decent. Probably a bass, maybe? You have to remember, I have 4-pound line on my micro setup. Stay away. No, don't go over there. Dang it, he's going from right to left. He's way over there. What are you? Is it a catfish or a bass? And it's on the micro and the 4-pound line. I'm gonna chase him a little bit. This is a decent fish. Unexpected catch. Unexpected. Keep the line tight. Oh, he's right up on the shore. He's right up on the shore, right in front of me. Where are you going, bro? Oh my gosh, I'm afraid my line's gonna break. What do we have? I haven't even seen it. I mean, it's literally in front of me. I guess I'm gonna have to try. I can feel him on there. Look at the rod. Look at the rod. He's in these weeds right in front of me. Golly. He's still on, I think. That was insane. I did not bring my water shoes. So, oh, please don't. I'm just trying to get it close enough to shore I can grab it. Don't break. I don't even know if the fish is on. If the fish is on, he's in that giant pile of mud and weeds right there. I have no idea. Let's find out. He's probably off. He's probably not in there. Oh, he is here. We got him. Look. Look, I believe this. What a crazy catch. Oh, and he's foul hooked too. Is he? Yes. Look at that. He's foul hooked in the side of the head. Oh my gosh. How did we land this fish? I can't believe this. How did we land that? That's insane. That's a 1.5, maybe a 2-pound bass. Ooh, look, he's got some damage on his back. Wow, that's nuts. Look at that. 2 pounds. I would go 2 pounds fishing in bites. I mean, he's 3, 6. He's 15 inches long, but he's fat. Look at him. And he buried himself in that pile of weeds right there. And I don't know how the line didn't break. 4-pound line, micro lure. Sweet. All right, let's let him go. See you, buddy. Sorry, I didn't mean to have to yeet you. He's right there. Go on now. Go on now. I'm gonna have to retie my lure. See if this water's cold. It's not that cold. Oh man, that was psycho. That was crazy. Look, my jacket's messed up. He was inside all of that pile of weeds. How did we not lose that fish? That was nuts. And he's still sitting right in front of me on the shore. I had no idea there were fish like that in this place. I knew there were fish. He's sitting right here, not moving. He's not upside down, so he's still alive. Let me see if we got, we're a mess now. Covered with mud. He's right here. There he goes, there he goes. How about that? How about that? Yes, yes, sir, I do. I have bait casters. I have spinning rods. I just like my micro. I travel everywhere with this micro. Like literally everywhere do I travel with it. I also have a heavier setup that I travel around everywhere I go. This heavier setup, I've caught fish in Central Park, New York, California, Hawaii. Next year, I'm taking it to Malaysia to fish. So that's cool. It was a cool catch. What a cool catch. Let's do that. Excuse me, that again. We just caught a really nice 2-pound bass, people, on our micro setup. Yes, 2-pound bass is not a big fish, but when you're fishing with micro and a tiny lure, that was a nutso catch. Go back and watch it. That was a crazy catch. That was fun. I'm fishing a Berkeley Gulp on a 32nd ounce crappie jig. This is a fish, I think, coming towards it. I saw a little wake on a 32nd ounce crappie jig head with a little piece of a Berkeley Gulp minnow, like about 1 inch long maybe. I've caught a small bluegill, and I have caught a 2-pound largemouth bass. This is nutso. Freaking love it. This is why we fish, though, isn't it? Because you never know. You never know what's going to bite. You just never know. And that fish just destroyed it, too. He did not fool around. If you're watching, drop a comment. Let me know who you are, where you're from, what you're doing on this beautiful Thanksgiving day. I'm fishing after we eat. I'm going to watch football and get in the hot tub later at the RV park. These are RV park ponds that I'm fishing where we're staying. There's 2 ponds. We're at the upper pond. We're going to go down to the lower pond here in a minute. We've been fishing for probably 20 minutes. The last fish was totally worth the effort. Nathan, never know what's in the water. Did you see the 2-pounder? It was crazy. And I'm using my micro and 4-pound line and a tiny Berkeley Gulp. If you didn't see it, Nate, go back and watch. It was a crazy catch. He got me inside a bunch of weeds and underwater debris, and somehow I still managed to land that fish. It was nuts. I hope, Nate, I hope you just had a good holiday. I'll be in Lago tomorrow working on my house. So today's the fun day. I haven't done a live in months. I think the last time I did a live was at Lake Travis. Like months ago, 6-8 months ago, maybe longer, I don't even know. But we're fishing the Berkeley Gulp, suspended under a float. It obviously worked on that bass just now. But you can catch all kind of species of fish with this Berkeley Gulp. Nice. I freaking love this. We're not going to use the GoPro. We are just gonna, yes, right on the edge. We're gonna let the chill in. Well, that's what today is all about, bro. You watching the game? I watched the first game. It was a good one. And my buddy's a rabid Detroit Lions fan, so he's a happy camper today. We've caught 2 fish, gotten several other bites, but only landed the 2. We're gonna fish the rest of this pond, and then there's a lower pond. You can probably see the waterfall right there. And somebody says there's a creek down past the second pond, so I might venture down that way and look. Maybe. We've got less than an hour because of the time. But man, I cannot believe I caught that 2-pound bass in this tiny little pond. He's got to be the king of the pond, that little bass. I'm gonna bring my bait caster with a topwater out one day and see if there's more than just him in it. Oh, something's biting. My bobber's right at the end of my rod tip. You may not be able to see it, bright orange, but something's going after it. And we took it away from him. Yay! Obviously he was little. Let's see if we can get him back. Let's see if we can entice him back. I might have to redo my Berkeley Gulp minnow. Oh, there it goes. See the bobber straight on the top of my rod tip, and it's going sideways. It looks like they're playing with it. It doesn't look like they've committed to the bright orange bobber's right at my rod tip. Come on. Take it. Yeah, he's not on. And my line's wrapped around a weed by the shore. I'm stuck on a weed. All right, let's see. Before we move, I'm gonna have to re-rig with another piece of this Gulp. Before I do that though, I'm going to see if I can't catch this fish. One more little cast right to that same spot. Here we go. All right, let's put on a new piece of a Gulp. We kind of lost our bait here. I'll put this GoPro away. I don't need it. I don't really love streaming with my phone, but that's what I'm stuck with. It's just not working with the iPad. I mean, the GoPro won't stay connected for some reason to my Wi-Fi. If anybody has a solution, please let me know. Yes, if you do hear traffic sounds, we're about 150 yards from a highway, and that's all right. Berkeley Gulp. I like to just take the piece that I just used, and my hands are gonna smell like terrible like this. There it is. And rigatoni it. And then let's get back to the fish. Just a little chunk of it, like a little fish. It looks like a little fish, doesn't it? This is the go-to, bro. This and the rooster tail. I do have rooster tails, but I'm figuring with the cold front and stuff, we might might have better luck going gulpy. All right. No football, can't get into games. Well, that's true. I am not a Cowboys fan. I'm not opposed to them, but I'm a Texas Longhorn and Houston Texans fan. I don't wish ill upon anyone, but yeah. It's just like I guess watching football on Thanksgiving is like a tradition, I would say. Wouldn't y'all agree? A tradition? See, we're at the RV park. Uh-oh, did I lose my bobber? No, I didn't. Still there. This thing is full of these wacky weeds. Wacky weeds. All right, let's give this this pond a couple more casts here. Then we'll move down to the lower pond. Which I haven't fished yet. What is that? Facts. There are definitely better things to watch on YouTube. Like fishing channels. You know? I saw something right through here making a little disturbance, so let's see. All right, let's move down. We're wasting too much time right here. Well, Nate, you might be the lone holdout to watch, but that's okay. We're gonna go down to the lower pond here in a minute, and then maybe go explore through the woods, because there's a, like I said, supposedly there's a fish. We're hooked up. We're hooked up. There it is. There it is. We're hooked up. Maybe fish number 3. I was looking down, and then I felt my line move. Is that better? Well, not a better. Oh yeah, look at this. A little bluegill. Well, it's not a bluegill. It is a long ear. Is that a long ear? What do you think? It's not a red breast. I don't think. I think it's a long ear. Anyway, there you go. That's fish number 3. Really pale. I guess because the water is a little dingy and, you know, cloud cover and stuff. But anyway, fish number 3. 2 on the gulp, 1 on the micro crank. Let's keep it going. Let's make another cast right here because we just caught that one. Fishing with the micro. Nate, it's trout stocking time. They were already stocking trout. It started yesterday. I'm gonna go to College Station and fish for some in maybe the Austin area. Let me know if you fish for stocked trout if you live in Texas, because that's for the most part, your only opportunity for freshwater trout. Something's already biting at it. Something's already biting at it. Yeah, maybe a long ear. It wasn't a red breast. Could be a hybrid, I guess. It wasn't a traditional bluegill. That's actually what I expected to catch here, not that 2-pound bass. I'm gonna have to bring my bait caster out here and fish like topwater or some worms or something. I would think a wacky worm or a weightless Texas rig worm. Just fish it slow across this whole thing. Probably do some good. Probably do some good. All right, let's get this in and let's go down to the lower pond. So yeah, 3 fish, including the surprise awesome catch. Get my backpack. Kiss rain man, fall of masses. Who do you think you are? Forgive my singing, sorry, I do it all the time. So this is the lower pond. And then, like I've been saying, supposedly through the trees back there is a creek, which I have never tried to go find. So let's see if we can catch a fish or two out of this booger. Looks like the deeper water's here. Well then, you need to go because they're stocking them right now all over Texas. They're starting early this year. All right, let's try this little pond. Oh, there's a tree right above me. Failure. Failure. On the cast anyway. This one might be a little deeper. I just fish with Berkeley power bait. Nate is what I use. The little nibbles, the crappie nibbles or whatever. Or they make one that's a paste in various colors. I call it the Sherbert one. It has like 3 or 4 different colors mixed in. And you can make your own little pellets and just use a tiny little weightless hook and use a split shot about 2 foot up, like a Carolina rig kind of thing. And you will catch trout. Just throw it out, let it sit. You can also catch them on super dupers and rooster tails and tiny, tiny crappie grubs. So I'll usually like throw one out with corn or the power bait and then cast around with another one just because I like casting around. It's fun. All right, let's see if there's any fish in this lower pond. I have only fished that upper pond. I've never fished the lower pond. So we're half an hour in. How long have we been recording? Oh, 43 minutes. We've got 3 fish, including a super cool surprise largemouth bass on the micro. We're fishing the RV ponds at the RV park where I'm staying with my family for Thanksgiving. So let's see if we can pick up a fish here in this part. Let's see. Oh, sirens, the sound of my people. I'm gonna walk over. Whoop. Look at, there's minnows right here. There's active water flow through here and there's some minnows hiding under those rocks. Uh-oh, I'm stuck on something. There we go. All right, let's quit fooling around. Something's going on. That's Highway 36 over there, leading to Somerville. Hey, Angie, I am fishing in a tiny pond in an RV park. My family's staying at the RV park for Thanksgiving, and it just happens to have 2 little ponds. Go back to probably the 20-minute mark, and you'll see a really cool, really surprising catch of a 2-pound largemouth bass out of a pond like this. There's 2 ponds, one upper up there, you can't see it, but one down here. I haven't gotten a bite yet, but lower pond for about less than 5 minutes. I mean, there's no reason there's not fish in it. Where you from, Angie? Let us know. We're fishing a Berkeley Gulp minnow suspended under a float. And that's been the ticket. I like fishing with tiny cranks, but I'm not getting enough distance on my casts. But it's a little muddy on this one. Perfect. Right in the middle. Tennessee, dark and cold. Yeah, it's going to be dark here within the next, I would think, 45 minutes. And we're temperatures in the mid 50s. In central Texas, we're about an hour to the east of Austin. It's brisk for us, but I'm just wearing a light jacket, you know. But we're just enjoying Thanksgiving. Watched a little football, had some food, the usual. And now I just had to get out there and fish these little ponds. I might switch to the rooster tail. I mean, I'm having luck with the Berkeley Gulp, but it's kind of boring, actually, if I have to be honest. Although that 2-pounder was so much fun. So much fun. I hope the view's okay. I'm using my phone. I just can't seem to get my GoPro to stay connected to a hotspot enough to use it as a streaming platform, you know, to do these videos. I would much rather use my GoPro, but it just doesn't work. I don't know, maybe usually if there's any fish in these little ponds, they bite right away if the gulp is involved. Let's keep trying. Yeah, you're right about that. The rooster catches everything. I have a little 16th ounce rooster tails. I might throw one on here in a minute. We'll give this a few more minutes. But I'm gonna go look over there in that tree line back there. Supposedly there's a creek back there. Supposedly. Yeah, the GoPro 100% works way better. The problem is you have to be connected to Wi-Fi. And I have a hotspot on my phone and it just doesn't work well. And I'm not gonna buy a hotspot just to do this. I ain't making that much money. So it's just not gonna happen. Y'all give me a vote here. I'll fish for this 5 more minutes. If I don't get a bite, we're gonna move. But should I keep fishing the gulp? Should I switch to a traditional crappie jig with no float or use a rooster tail? Y'all drop a comment and let me know what you think. We've only been in this lower pond for about less than 10 minutes. There's no way there's not fish here. I mean, you would think the other pond had plenty of fish. But the water temp's probably upper 60s, maybe low 70s. The air temp's in the 50s. We just had a little bit of a cold front come through. No rain, just fluctuating. Yesterday it was 80, for instance. Today the high was less than 60. And I'm not getting any bites on this gulp right now. So rooster, oh, that was a fish following it. I lied, there are fish. I just saw a fish follow it right when I was bringing it up. Whoop, whoop. All right, we're gonna, yes, perfect, right where I wanted it. I threw it right inside the circle of where the fountain is, and it's about a foot to the right of where the fountain head is spraying the water up. Jump there. Well, thank you for the like. You can subscribe and follow too if you care to. I post at least one full-length video a week. The last one, I was fishing for tiger bass in a spillway. That posted 2-3 days ago. Next Mondays, I'm farm pond fishing with my micro, but with regular size bass lures. After that is going to be two Hawaii videos. We took a vacation to Hawaii a few weeks ago, and I've got a deep sea from Mahi Mahi and others stuff, and I've got where I'm just fishing off the beach in Waikiki. So that's kind of what's coming up. I fish year round, as most of us do. Man, there's like nothing going on in here. I am surprised. Super surprised. Come on now, fish. You have to exist in here. Maybe I will just throw on the rooster. Maybe I will. Y'all have to vote. I know there's 6 of you watching it. So rooster tail, keep doing what I'm doing, which I have caught fish with, or just like switch to a crappie grub and a traditional micro kind of thing. Well, I'm a little bit surprised here. I one fish, but I've got no bites here. Rooster. You know what? I think I will switch it up. I only have a white with a silver blade rooster tail though in the 16th ounce. I've only got that color. So let me get back over to my backpack. Make this last cast or so. We'll fish around this pond a little more. I'm thinking about, in Hawaii, they do a fishing style called whipping, where they have, and it's for any species of fish, and they have a clear bubble plastic bobber of various sizes, usually medium size. The line goes through it. You tie your line to a swivel and a bead. Then you have a leader, and the leader is usually 6 to 8 feet long, and you make these huge long casts. And at the terminal end of the leader, you usually is a bare hook with no weight and whatever plastic that you want to put on there. And that's called whipping, and that's very popular there. And I did that off Waikiki and caught some fish. So I'm thinking that I would make a Hawaiian style whipping video in Texas. All right, yeah, we're gonna move. We're gonna put on a rooster. Put on a rooster. Putting on the rooster. Putting on the rooster. You can see how big a nerd I am. I'm singing 80s songs and making fishing references within the 80s song. Jeez. That's how big a nerd I am. All right, so, whoo, sliding down, sliding down. We're gonna cast it over here. I'm gonna set it down. Cardinal mistake, I know that. I will dig out my rooster tail, and then as soon as I get that out and there's no bites, I will retie, because we don't have much time left. It's starting to get dark. Starting to get dark. Wait, the rooster is here in this front part. Who do you think you are? Dreaming about being a big star. Yes, I like to sing to myself. Sorry, guys. I know it's lame. Can't help it. Yeah, there hasn't been a bite over here. Really. There's no way all of the fish are in that upper pond, though. There's just no way. But yeah, this thing. All right, let's reel this in. Kids are laughing in my class. Steam. show you a little trick I like on my rooster tails. This one's brand new. Yeah, I bet it would work in Florida too. Okay, traditional rooster tail right out of the box. The line tie is straight. Let me show you what I like to do. I like to bend it just slightly. Can you see where the line tie is bent slightly upward? This helps reduce line twist. A lot of times I'll fish with a swivel about a foot up from the rooster tail. I just don't believe I have any swivels with me. I only brought like a tiny box of terminal tackle and my micro rod. That's all I got. So normally I like to catch at least 5 fish for a video, but this is a live, so we can't control that quite as much. All right, let's start casting around. We'll be a little more mobile. I got the rooster, and I probably only have about 20 minutes left. Of fishing. So we'll fish till we can't see. How's that sound? You still there, Nate? Bass fishing, braid is the way. Yeah, you know, you're right about that, but I'm scared to use braid on my micro. I've only got my micro right now. 4-pound line and a micro. It's 5 foot long, and I'm fishing at a tiny RV park pond. I'm fishing for anything, and man, if you go back to about the 20-minute mark, you'll see a crazy catch of a 2-pound bass in a pond like this. I don't know how I landed that fish. It's not that the fish was massive, but sorry, that's a bunch of trucks on the highway. There's a highway about 100 yards away. I'll let him go by. Yes, I like to use braid in many applications, but I just really haven't tried braid much with my micro. It might work better, who knows? I might be able to use like 2-pound braid or something, or 1-pound braid. Well, you can really cast this rooster tail a long way though. I know y'all are dropping comments. I will read them here in a minute when I walk. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a bite in this lower pond. There has to be fish. I mean, I see minnows. What's up, Nate? 4-pound braid. Yeah, that's true. I bet they have 2-pound braid too then. I'll bet. That's a good idea. All right. I'm not having any luck in this lower pond. I keep saying that because I hope that once I say it, I'll just get destroyed by a fish. We got the roost. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Kids were laughing in my classes. Oh. Walk the bank a little more. You got food coming, Nate? I know I did. What is your favorite dish on Thanksgiving, traditional or otherwise? Favorite Thanksgiving dish? I'm kind of partial to a deep fried turkey, personally, and some homemade mashed potatoes with lots of butter and chives and things like that. And of course, brown gravy. There's like nothing in this pond here. I'm like getting no bites at all. This has to be the outflow. There's just got to be fish in this pond. It looks too fishy not to have fish in it. That's fishy looking. And this riprap over here. This pond is much clearer water than the other one, though. I can tell you that. I wonder if the filtration's different. I wonder if the filtration's different. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're right there to the tree line. Rumor has it there's a creek there. If there is a fishable creek, we're gonna fish it. If there's not, we're gonna go back up to the top pond where we've caught all our fish. There's a natural depression with water in it, and it hasn't really been raining lately. This part's man-made with the riprap, but I can see possible entry points. Oh, well, Angie, yes, homemade, nothing from a box, nothing. Green bean casserole, pecan pie, homemade apple crumb pie, you know, the kind with the crumbly, crusty, sugary things on top. Oh my God, those are so good. I should have made a poll at the beginning of this video, but I forgot to. We ain't got time now. All right, let's see. Supposedly there's a creek over here. Let's see if we can find our way to it. 1 hour of fishing, 3 fish so far, not too prize largemouth bass. Love it. Oh, here we go. We have access right here. There's something down there. What's down here? Well, there is a creek, but I don't see any water. See the dry creek? Obviously not fishable. So let's just go back to the main pond, close this thing out. Like I say, we've only got about 10 minutes because the sunset, while pretty, end of our fishing day and the beginning of our hot tub evening. That's why we come to the RV park, for the hot tub. You know, I can't resist making 1 or 2 more casts in this one little lower pond, though. I am not going to be able to help myself. Don't go away. We're not done. We are not done. Bad things. All right. I'm gonna fan cast 3 casts in this pond real quick. And if I don't get a bite, we are definitely moving. You would think with all those rocks over here, any better fish would be staged over there. What is going on with my rooster tail? I could tell the blade wasn't spinning. That cast does not count then. Oh, that's why. There's junk on it. There we go. Oh, we did hook a. Got one. We got one right in front of those rocks I walked over a minute ago, and it feels like a decent fish on the micro. Look at the rod bend. Oh, he's off. Is he off? Damn. Is he off? No, he's not. No, he's not. The line went slack, but he's not off. He was swimming right at us. Thought I lost him for a second there. I mean, no, he's not going to be a 5-pound bass, but he's not jumping at all. I wonder if it's even a bass. Whatever it is, it's not bad. Oh, you're going to pull drag now, bro. Okay. You're going to pull drag now. Let's get you up. Don't you get wrapped in any of these cables from that thing. All right, something weird's going on here. Oh, he's definitely wrapped in the cable of the... Shut. He's off. He's not even on anymore. Damn it. Are you kidding me? Oh, I guess that's fishing. And we are now out of rooster tails. Damn it. Shoot. Felt like a really decent fish. Well, I gotta retie one last time. Dag nabbit. Man, that was bad. That was bad. I actually knew it felt so weird. Man, that would have been a great way to end the video, wouldn't it? Let's see what we got here. Berkeley gulps, yes. Maybe go with a slightly heavier jig head. Since obviously there's bigger fish out here than I thought. To finish this sucker out. Uh-oh, I lost it in the... There it is. Man, I cannot believe that. I dropped that one in the grass. It's gone. Gotta let loose, man. Golly, I'm gonna kick myself over that fish. I'm going to kick myself. I can't complain. I caught a very unexpected 2-pound bass. I mean, I cannot argue. With that. All right, let's get rigged up. For the masses. Almost done, guys. Almost done. Let me tell you, these Berkeley gulps don't taste good. I guess the fish like them. Cannot believe I lost that fish like that. Amateur. Amateur move, bro. Amateur move. That's all right, though. Thunder, 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 thunder. All right, let's keep it up. Let's keep it going. All right, we are re-rigged. You know, Angie, I don't know. I bought it on Amazon, and it's not like some super fancy thing. It's like, you know what? I'll take my phone. It's like right onto your normal chest rig for your GoPro. It clamps right onto it. And yeah, it works fine. And like I said, using my phone to do this is not ideal, not my preferred method, but it's what I got. I can't believe I lost that fish. I still can't believe it. I don't know how I didn't lose that other one though. I'm just using a crappie jig with a piece of a Berkeley Gulp on it. And that's gonna finish the day. That's gonna finish the day. It's gonna finish it out. Thunder, thunder, lightning and the thunder, thunder, thunder. This kind of fishing is boring, but extremely effective. My fingers are actually getting a tiny bit numb. It's about time to call this and go to the hot tub. Yes, it is. Thunder, 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 thunder. Now, I wonder what else lives in this pond. After that fish, because that was a decent, whatever it was a really nice fish. No, I don't care about the typos. You're good, girl. You are good. All right, last cast in this pond. I'm gonna just boogie over to the other pond where I've caught the fish. Can't believe I lost that fish. Golly, you know, it's weird because I think more about the fish that I lost than about the one I caught. And that catch was a really cool catch. I mean, really cool catch. All right, that's it. We're gonna go to the other pond. Man. Burglefleckle. Thunder. Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. I just can't help myself, can I? Yep, no poles, no. All right, we're gonna go to the upper pond. 10 or so more casts, and then we're gonna call it. OG fishing, Central Texas, RV Park ponds, exploring around, having a good time. Looks like fall is finally here. Winter's on its way. We fish year round. As do most of you, I'm sure. We're just gonna go to the higher percentage area and not waste our time too much. Sorry for the monkey cam. That's what you get with this. Thunder, thunder. Almost there. Yes, this does allow me to read. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm tilting the phone up and down and able to read the comments and see what y'all are saying to a point, and then record at the same time. Like I said, I would much rather GoPro, but I just can't. I can't make it work consistently. I lose. You know. Oh, that was a bite. One more fish, we'll call it. One more fish. There's always one more fish, though, right? Always one more fish. Yeah, I don't need my iPad. One more little fish. So I know I lost you guys for a moment, but we're back. I'm still trying to catch that one last fish. Always one last fish. How many last casts do we make? How many last casts? I will normally make 10 or 20. But that's me. Well, I did something weird. Okay, here we go. Now we're good again. Oh, it didn't go far, did it? I think our day is about over, guys. We're having problems with casting. Oh, I know why. All right, that was a good cast. Just one more fish, people. I know I'm being greedy and I don't care. I've caught 3 surprisingly big ones. Lost that last one over there a few minutes ago. I don't know what it was. It had to be a bass. It fought like a bass. Just never did jump. And me, the dummy, let it get wrapped around the cable. All right. Feel the thunder. Is that a fish? Is it a fish? Yes, we have a fish. Oh, and he's off. Dang it. The two in a row. Man. Oh, I just want one more fish. Please, people. It's not too much to ask for? Is it too much to ask for? Voice crack? Man. I guess it might not have even been a fish. Could have been a... It's getting so dark I can't hardly see. I can just see enough to cast. There we go. Come on. One more fish. Uno más fichas. Uno más pescado. Uno más. Yeah, I did try to set the hook. I know y'all can't see it off camera because of the GoPro angle, the phone angle, but I did. It's a bit more of a big sweepy thing. That other fish I lost because it got stuck in it got wrapped around the little support cable for the floating fountain. And I knew there was going to be one there, but I let it get wrapped around it. My own fault. All right, y'all. Just 1 or 2 more casts because I'm out of light. I really can't truly see where my lure's going now. So we'll make this last cast or two. Oh, we got one. We got one. We hooked. Oh, and he's off too. That was a little tiny fish. He came off too. Dang it. Now I feel like I have to keep going. I don't care how dark it is. Well, I do care, but I feel like I have to just get that last fish. I've had 3 that I've lost now like that. Stupid. I know that's fishing, but it's still dumb. All right. Well, guys, I would call it a success and a failure. We caught 3 fish, nice. We caught a very nice bass. That was surprising. Did y'all see the jump? And that was right where my lure was. We're gonna cast it right back out there. I literally can hardly see where I'm throwing my lure right now. Thunder. Thunder. There is something out there. Do I have weeds on my, yeah, I got a few weeds on the hook. Okay, get rid of those. All right, that's it. I know I gotta go. I'm procrastinating so bad right now. And it's not that I have to go, but it's so dark I can't see. So that's gonna have to do it. Well, like I said, I caught 3, I lost 3, including a nice one. And the last 2 over here, just in the last few minutes, golly. I'd have loved to have caught that last fish for you guys. Just that last fish. Just that last one. I can't see what I'm doing now. So it's gonna be a go, bye-bye. Oh, hooked a fish. Last cast, we literally hooked a fish. There's the rod tip. Let's see if we can just get this sucker in and not fool around. Yes, got him. Another bass. That was it. I guess all my talking paid off. We'll end it with this bad boy. Nice. Okay, he's only about 8 inches long. 1/4 pound, that's okay. I don't care. We ended it with a success. Love it. All right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeet. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Nate, I'll see you soon, I hope, buddy. We need to get out there and fish. And y'all have a great holiday. I'll stay on for another minute or 2 while I walk back. And then we'll call it. If y'all have any questions, comments, let me know. I'm all about the communication of the fishing community. Here, let me show you that Angie fish still there. Let me show you what I use. All right, here it is on my chest here. My regular, GoPro chesty, the regular hookup, and then it's got this thing. And I rig it like this, clamp the phone in it this way, and then I can just push it up and down, read the comments, see what y'all are seeing. And yeah, it works out good. Amazon, like I said, I will put a link to it in the comments after this video posts fully on YouTube. But thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good holiday. And we'll catch you later. Ending now.